whānau and friends. Pull out!
Bring it all in!
Ah, yeah. Brother Weaver.
My food guy.
They want their paper, brother. You could deserve the brother.
Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2. What do I queue up? Get your hands out of your pockets.
The first day they got off the bus, they all looked quite solemn and it's quite overwhelming and scary. They're always really quiet and they are reserved.
2, 3, 4 vapes. Bring that all out now, and I'll tell you what to do after that. Vape juice, vape charges. You got a light on yet?
But yeah, you look at the sort of physical side of things, so they come in with quite withdrawn, their skin's actually no colour in it, and no directional purpose, and plus that whole wide-eyed going, oh, what have I done?
You look at some of these kids and it's easy to look at them and go, that was me when I was 17, 18. You know, I sort of thought I knew where I wanted to go.
The majority of people have probably got quite a negative perception of police. Many of them have been associated probably with gangs and firearms and drugs, alcohol abuse, low-level criminal offending. And then you've got the flip side of that as well. You've got people here that are really quite focused on their direction of life, where they want to go, how they're going to get there.
They almost get stripped of their who they are. They have to take off all of their own personal clothes and then they're all the same. Everyone becomes the same.
Good morning. Good morning.
I haven't really had many good police situations, you know, with cops.
There was one time I got given diversion, which was pretty much, so I didn't get it put on my criminal record. Left school at the age of 15. My father told me, look, you need to go find a job, otherwise you're not living here, you know, you've got to pay your rent.
No motherly father figure was a big thing for me. I was a troubled child growing up, always having fights, always getting kicked out of school.
I was going down a wrong path. This is a song about a cowboy. They walked down a long, lonesome highway. I was just getting, I thought role models, they were older than me. I thought they were role models, but they weren't.
I was just kind of wasting time, messed around. I didn't have a routine or anything solid. I didn't like it.
I got in a few incidents. I was going to parties, and not many people liked me out on the street, and they thought it'd be fun to try to beat me up.
Just realising that I needed self-discipline, a lot of personal issues in my life where I needed self-control.
For those people that step into this course having zero confidence, zero belief, just no idea that they've been knocked down, knocked back, and told that they're not worth stuff. And everyone's worth something. Every single person adds value. We've just got to unearth it. When you're constantly being told you don't add value, when you're constantly being told that you're a drag on society or a drain on life, whatever the case may be, that's going to have an impact, right? You start to become that person.
People talk about resilience, but you can only be resilient for so long.
Sometimes you've got to call enough, you know, of whether that's other people's actions or your own thoughts.
One platoon, step off by the left. Quick! March! Left, right, left, right, left, right, ah! Left, right, left, right, left, right, ah! Left, right, left.
You're better than that. You are better than that. Don't go back to that. Find whatever it is that's going to keep that here, that's going to keep that drive. Find it here and use that. Yes, it's going to hurt. Yes, it is. But it's not a challenge. It's not worth it. You've got to find that within you, Jake. You've got to find that within you. You have the capability. Not your past. Your past is gone. You cannot change that, but what you can do is you can start to change the shape of your future.
You know, you get there and they don't know who you are or what you do. You know, you go on your civvies and you're just dressed up as a normal person for your first couple of days, and then you turn up in your uniform and they look at you different. But when you stand up and tell your story, it changes their perceptions.
They're brought from all over the country and they're interacting with similar people that they would never ever probably cross the street to interact with. And this is a place of safety where they can actually be vulnerable. You know, they can actually, it takes a bit of time, but they can let their guard down and actually go, I don't have to be that person that I portray myself to be. It's like a relationship, you know, when we meet someone in a new relationship, yeah, we want to make them happy and we want to please them. And, you know, if we've got any defects, we don't want them to see our defects because they don't want to meet us, do they? Yeah? So when we turn up, we're like 5 minutes early and we're like, oh, hey miss, you're looking really nice today. Is that a nice perfume you're wearing? 6 months down the line, you're like, you ready? What time is it? Come on, let's go. I'm not there to discipline them. You know, I'm there to, you know, be a big brother, to help change the way they think about the police, but also just more, you know, just to be a big brother. Just, you know, just to, you know, by my example, what I do and how they see me working and me acting and reacting, you know, and showing them that human side. You know, that we're no different to anyone else. It's a job we do, it's a uniform we wear, but underneath that uniform, I'm no different.
We can talk about self-discipline, we can talk about routines and stuff like that, but I think first and foremost, we've got to have a bit of empathy. We're going to have that patience to understand and listen to them first and foremost, because when you understand where they've came from, well, you can understand where we've got to go.
That's all I wanted. Yeah, and I wanted someone to see me for who I was, not all the ways I was reacting to my life.
Back in the old days, you've got routines, you know, you go out of the house, there was none of that. You had chores, there was all that. That's kind of fallen over. It's more now the parents both have to be working. They're not there. And with that, it's that whole not enough money, the food's going up.
Life isn't easy. You know, regardless, even if you have got money, there's still choices you've got to make. You've still got to get up every day and put your feet on the floor and get out there and do it.
Society doesn't want to deal with the issues, so they're not sure what the outcome would be if you confront a young person. They always assume that they're going to kick off or they're going to do this, so might as well not go there.
People, I wish you were here. Oh, brother, Awa.
No. Me, brother.
Face the cameraman now.
I mean, young people just need that belonging, or who am I? Where am I supposed to be going? Where's my purpose? Unless they have someone to steer them there, you're just kind of living your day and going, okay, all right, so I'll just keep going until that intervention, or hey, someone takes notice.
We're not taught to fail, we're taught to try and succeed all the time, and failure is not acceptable. It actually is.
Just don't jump to conclusions with these kids. You know, allow these people to become who they are. Let them find out who they are. Don't tell them. Allow them to make mistakes. You got to allow them to grow. Make mistakes and then we learn the FAIL, first attempt in learning.
Learning how to regulate your emotions, or, you know, navigate talking to people.
Change my habits slightly, my eating habits, go to bed a bit earlier. All those little tools they can put in their tool bag and then know when to take them out.
Some people don't have a very full toolkit, so they're not really good at dealing with things, but I think doing the course, they've like filled up this toolkit and they feel like they can go out into the world and just do a little better.
Our desserts, this cheesy situation, served with a nice chocolate drizzle inside. And for this tea, we've called it Ice Energy.
Wow.
They learn discipline, their confidence goes up, they learn to respect each other, teamwork, all that sort of thing. And that's what they haven't had at home. Self-confidence, they show more respect for themselves, most importantly, and towards other people.
But the appetizer, yeah, spot on.
I need to work on climbing those mountains again.
Oh yeah. Would you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid. It's my turn to chase the monsters away.
If you did a boot camp where you're constantly shouted at, after a while it has no effect. And it's the same as if you do a course that's really soft, again that has no effect. So these guys know when to switch it on and switch it off. The New Zealand Defence Force reputation is on the line for running these courses. They want them to succeed.
We want 31 individuals marching out this door, and we want 31 individuals go back into society and adding their value to society.
That's the same in life when you go for a job. You've got to communicate properly. You've got to have a plan going into it. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? What is it going to look like?
Use the
Oh, that's real good. So, here we go. Shall I use the fire gun? Oh, that's real good. So, here we go. Shall I use the fire gun? Oh, that's real good. So, here we go.
I think if I didn't come to this, I'd be still stuck sort of in the same head frame of like, what do I want to do with my life? Like, this course isn't just for your self-discipline. Like, one of the main reasons is how you get yourself into employment, but not just for that, but to teach you structure and routine so you can take that into the outside world. And when it comes to it, employers go, sweet, this guy or this female knows what they're doing.
I'm real proud of myself from where I've come from. This is the right way. Going in this footpath than the way I was going, because I was going in a real destructive pathway.
I just thought it was like, oh, I'm just gonna go to some army camp down in South Island and like a boot camp sort of thing. No, this ain't a boot camp. This is a cool camp.
I feel like I've got more self-control over myself anyway, from just a lot of discipline from here.
You're growing more as a person, and the staff work on you, and if they see you're struggling, they'll try to help you. It is life-changing, and if you're young enough, it will change you for better.
I had no routine or direction on where I was going to go, but now I came here, I actually feel like, yeah, I can do something with my life. Because back before I never really did that sort of stuff, but I actually really love this. I like everything about it now.
I can feel that something's different now. LSV has given me the tools and arsenal to slaughter those demons, to keep them at bay and send them running to the hills. So I plan to utilise the tools that I have been given to continue to better myself, to be someone that my family and my friends can look at me and be proud. So in the not too distant future, I hope you all can see me on a metal waka made of steel, with, as Pierre McDonald once said, a big F-off cannon on the front.
From here, I will set out to pave my own path. I will not be afraid to extend my tent, lace up my boots, and set my eyes towards new horizons and adventures. From here, I will venture to be better than who I was yesterday and thrive to be even better tomorrow.
This isn't a boot camp. It's a life skills camp for young people who might not have had the opportunities that other people have had.
They take the lessons that they've learned here and they go back to their home environment and they are big enough to stand up and say, no, I need to change, I need to do it this way.
Defence Force Youth Development Unit Limited Service Volunteer Course S05 Bar 23 Middle Class. Lifestyle, motivation, learning, training and vocational options that will allow young New Zealanders to confidently and successfully establish their place within and contribute to New Zealand society. Ladies and gentlemen, the trainees will now showcase a physical training display followed by a drill display.
Everyone makes mistakes and it's okay, you can turn it around, you can change. You don't have to keep following along a path that you feel like you might be destined to, or I don't have to be that person, I can change.
The outcomes from the course are so positive
it is recognised that they do the course, that's positive, but there is follow-up in terms of employment and the like, and if we get that right, it can change lives.
They've got gifts that they've only just discovered, and share them.